What's up, Moneymaker Tribe? Welcome to the live stream of Moneymaker. We did one of these a long time ago when I had maybe like 500 subscribers, and I don't think anybody watched, but only my friends and family and people from work. But I think this time we'll have a little bit more people. Hello to everybody. I see we have a few viewers already here. So first up on the list, do you guys want to talk about AMC? I see a few people are saying AMC, so let's talk about AMC. Let's do AMC. Hello, Yaizu. Hello. So AMC, it's dropping, you guys saying, or up? It's on the up. It's been a really crazy day, guys, in the stock market. The general market is down, I think, like 2.5%. And the stocks, the Wall Street bet stocks are up 50, 60, 70%. AMC is up currently 53% at 13.24, right? We bought SNDL. Oh, great. I bought some more SNDL also, guys. Updating you, I grew my position a little bit today when we had a little bit of a drop. And we're going to see what's going to happen continuing with SNDL. We'll get to that in a second. Just some people here said AMC. So hi, Rob. Hi, Ramon. Hola. So I see here AMC is hitting this area of 1327. It looks like a resistance area. We'll see what's going to happen with this. You can see here it's from the Fibonacci that I pulled from the daily chart. If you can also use the Fibonacci, guys, just like if we're talking about this and we're already live, you can do the Fibonacci if you want also in the 1 minute chart, and then you'll have more lines, but then you'll have to remove it from the daily chart because it can get a little bit of confusing what's going on and who's against you. Hi Jason, Rustam, Denis, Suba. We'll get to ZOM. Don't worry, Suba. We'll get to ZOM. Where's Hi, Sally? We're starting out with you know, the stocks of the day that are very very popular. You know, a lot of YouTubers now are talking about the stocks. Until now, only stocks that were penny stocks had success on the channel. At the beginning, we had some success with NEO. But then every time I do something that's not penny stocks, I don't know why, if it's YouTube or just you guys love the penny stocks, those are the ones that are most successful. I think maybe because there's, hello Ronnie, David, thank you Rustam. I think that maybe it's just there's more competition. I don't know. Let me guys know, what do you think? We'll get to that too. INUV. Hello John. Okay, lagging. It could be, guys, the internet. The internet is a little bit slow here, guys. Where I'm sitting. Next time, I promise, guys, I'll be doing this from home. I have a 1 giga stream there, and hopefully it won't be lagging, and we'll have no issues. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the PC a little bit to the where the door is. Hopefully the stream will be better. Let me know if it gets better, and write to me. It says here warning. Let me guys know if the stream gets any worse. I'll move the computer to the side, and then maybe it will get better. Let's see. Sorry for these technical difficulties, guys. You know, it's the first time that we're really going live like this with all the people. We have 80 people, so hello to everyone. It's a lot more than we had last time when I did this, but the tribe is a lot larger than it was before. You know what, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be back in one second. Don't go anywhere. I'll just see if I can do something to get the internet better rate. Okay, guys, 1 second. Don't go away, please stay. Okay, the stream is doing better, guys. Let me just get back so I'm in frame and I look okay. Okay, we're back now. Let me turn this around so I can see what you guys are writing. Okay, I'm back. We've at home, guys. I'll tell you guys something before we start. Thank you, Nathan. Okay, it's good. So what happened is in Israel we have a lockdown again, the third time that we have. It's going up, SNDL. Let's put SNDL up quick. You guys say it's going up. Let's see SNDL. So yeah, a little bit going up. I bought today again, had the 0.77 area. I got in with a little bit more of a position, and so now I have a nice position. I think 3,500, something like that. I grew the position, like I told you guys in the earlier like I told you guys in the earlier video today, if you guys saw that. That I felt that I talk about SNDL so much that I need to get a position in it, and so I started the position yesterday, and today, no, you're not late. We're not late. We had a little bit of technicals difficulties, so now we're in the, now we're in the midst of it. So I bought some more SNDL. Yeah, they do have a huge float. Not cool, Mark. Yes, but this is something that we can control. All we can control is getting into Dogecoin. Yes. So all we can do is control our trades and what we're doing and what we can control, right? If we're taking profits or things like that, those are things that we can control. So I opened a position in SNDL, like I said, and currently we're down a little bit. But if we look back, right, guys, and we've been talking about this stock for a long time, even though we're down 0 to 2% currently, so the last day has really moved the needle for SNDL, and you can see if we look at the technical indicators, the RSI is looking a lot better, and we have here, like you guys know, the MACD. I like the blue over the yellow. We have here a green candle, right? And the stochastical, the red is getting really close to the purple. So this is we're almost there. If we see here, we have here the support of the 81 area, right? The 78.6. We have this as a support. If we can finish over this area and nothing happens next week, I can see this being pushed. Now, we talked about this. Shalom, Rick. We talked about this JGX. Yes, I'll try to understand what happened with JGX. I was also a little bit puzzled about it. We'll get to ZOM also, Nathan. We have a long list. I'll try to be doing the whole hour, the whole power hour together. If you guys can hold on, and I can hold on for doing a whole hour. I'm used to doing a lot of videos, as you guys know, but I take some breaks between them. So we'll see how I can keep it up for 1 hour. What happened today is if we wouldn't have had the stock offering news, then I think that this stock would be up 20% today. But the fact that we had the news about the stock offering and the specific price that was under it was at, if I remember correctly, 0.7, let me bring it up for you guys, 0.75, right? So at 0.75 we had the stock offering, so that's what brought the stock a little bit down, and now we have a little bit of recuperation, right? Because it's at 0.81. Yes, we're gonna try, Taufik. We're gonna try. Hopefully, I can do it for 1 hour. We're gonna see. So currently, SNDL is looking in a very nice position. You can see this huge candle we had yesterday with the whole issues with the market and the Robinhood. I wanted to say something funny like this live stream is sponsored by Robinhood. I have the affiliate link down below. No. But that would just be funny. Yeah, one stock at a time, guys. We'll get to all of it. We have in a whole hour, okay? So all the stocks that you want us to talk about, we'll get to it. But let's start Shazib, shalom, salam, hello. What we happened here yesterday with the whole issue of the Robinhood and Wall Street bets, you're not gonna see a candle like this normally. This is not gonna happen. You like it, guys? About the Robinhood. So it's not gonna happen normally if you're new to trading, and you won't see a candle like this normally, where stock goes up almost 100% like that, and moves and finishes at the end. It doesn't happen usually. So this is usually, you'll have candles like this, you see smaller candles like that, and this is a candle that you won't see normally. But I think just the fact that that we have here more eyes on SNDL, this is number one. The fact that a lot of people talked about it, the fact that a lot of articles were mentioning SNDL is important, because yeah, we're gonna push it. We're gonna push it to the page, Muhammad, and you can watch it later. Don't worry. So we're gonna have it saved. Setting triangle. I don't like. I don't really like drawing those kinds of geometric shapes. Just because they're always just because they're always like the Fibonacci, right? The geometric shapes. If you draw like a flag, or even if you have like in Thinkorswim, you can use the regression channel or a channel, and you can draw it, right? I don't know. You have to push, I think. Yeah, so no, that's technical difficulty, guys. Okay, I don't know how to draw that, but you can draw here like two lines going in parallel. I forgot which one is doing that. Maybe this channel. No, okay, so we'll figure that out later. But when you draw something like that, so it's how you draw it. Like someone can draw the trend lines this way, and someone can draw the trend line that way, and it can be iffy, and it can be all over the place. So I like to look at the Fibonacci levels, because I've seen that they work really good, and sometimes it's good to also look. Let's say you can go and look at what's it called, Trading View. So on Trading View, there's a lot of people that will do there all kinds of geometric shapes and all kinds of things like that, and you can see. Yes, Muhammad, I will. Don't worry. We're gonna save the video. I know a lot of people are working now, and I know that. Mark, you want to know that there's no 6 feet of snow here where I'm living, but there's a mountain in the north of Israel that actually does have a lot of snow. But where I live today, there was a little bit of rain, but next week it's going to be like beautiful, like 26 Fahrenheit, something Celsius. So it's going to be like amazing, beautiful weather. So our winter hasn't been that terrible. It's been a lot of sunny days, so that's what we have here. Really, JAGX is being limited. Okay, we're gonna get to that soon. I just want to finish up on SNDL, and then after SNDL, maybe we can do a little bit of psychological stuff, because I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. Yeah, JGX and also SNES is also heavily shorted. Yeah, now back to stocks, guys. Thank you, Emmanuel. You're right. So SNDL is currently down around 3%. A lot of you guys wrote ZOM, so let's just take a look at ZOM before we had ZOM. So ZOM is also down around 3% today, and we talked about it in the videos before, and I said also last night, I think that ZOM is going to consolidate for a little while, at least a few weeks, just because if there's no new news, and even when they had news about the distribution, it jumped up, and then you can see here it's consolidating between these two areas, and I think until the end of March we're not going to see a big move. I think that ZOM is going to stay in this area around the $1. They're not on the NASDAQ, they're in the AMEX, so they have no they have no interest to be over $1. It doesn't really matter for them. I don't really know all the rules from the Amex to tell you the truth, but I think it's not the same as the Nasdaq. So I think they have some rules, but not the same rules as the Nasdaq, and so they're not in a hurry to get the price over $1. The company, and so I just see it continuing to consolidate, and by the end of March we should see a climb in ZOM, and then once they start the distribution of the true pharma, then we're gonna see, in my opinion, pop. But currently, if there's no like great news that they got like a huge contract that some veterinarian chain bought 150 or I don't know a few thousand true formas, I don't see this going up so much, and it could be like here, you know, it was consolidating here for a while. Let's talk about JAGX. You guys asked for JAGX. So JAGX was really weird today, and like you said, let's just go look at the 1 minute chart. I was looking at in the middle of the day when the market started, and I saw it was up like 20%, and I was, whoa, what happened with JAGX? And I was looking for some news, and then I saw no new news. All the news was just what we talked about from the merger of the SPAC of the NAPO EU. And there was no news, so I said, okay, maybe finally the market is reacting to what happening with the market is reacting to what happened with the merger. But then I saw that it dropped off, and I didn't realize that it dropped off so much. Now I'm seeing that it's minus 2.274. I wasn't watching it the whole day because it was dinner time here. It's 10:18, as you guys can see, so I wasn't watching. Yeah, James, we did it in the beginning. Sorry about that. If you want, you can go back and I'll upload it to the page, and you can see it later. I'm sorry about that, but we talked about it first. So JAGX, I still feel that the stock has a lot of potential, and I feel that it's not getting enough of attention. I saw that you guys say that Robinhood limited it, the amount of shares. I don't know. Someone wrote it here in the chat. Yeah, Robinhood is limiting people buying into JAGX, forcing the stock down on purpose after it rocketed today. This Joshua wrote in the chat. So I don't know if this is true, Joshua, but we're gonna have to see, and we'll see with this continue going forward. I'm still holding this. It's one of my penny stock challenge, right, guys? And if we stay stable, so it's not that they have to cover the shorts. What happens is some of the brokerage will make them close the shorts because they don't know what's happening on over the weekend, because something could happen and the stock could skyrocket. So a lot of brokerage will make them close the positions if the stock is going up. But what happens is, and I wanted to talk about this, what happens on Friday is, let's just go to a stock, let's say NEO, it doesn't really matter. If you see here, we go to the trade, and then you can see here in the option chain, we have the 29th of January 2021. So you see here the number 0. These are weekly options, and the options expire today. So we have the fact that the options are expiring today, meaning that everybody that's holding options will have to either buy the shares if they hold in the money options, or they'll have to sell 100 shares, become short on 100 shares if they're holding the put. And that will create a lot of movement in the morning on Monday morning, just because all of these things have to open. So this creates, at the end of the day, a lot of movement because the big banks and the big financial bodies are usually big sellers of options, especially S&P options and SPY options. So what they do is, if they see that the stock is going to finish, we'll look here for NEO, because I think NEO has a nice amount of contracts. So you can see here there's 23,000 contracts on 57, on 58. So what's going to happen at the end of the day, the big banks don't want this to finish over 58, because if it finishes over 58, then the contracts are in the money and they'll have to pay up, right? They don't want this to happen. They want these contracts to finish out of the money, these 23,000, and then they will have to. Then they won't have to pay up on these contracts. They finish out of the money and worthless. So you're going to see a lot of times on Friday, especially on the last hour, there's going to probably be a push to this area 58, and then in the last 5 minutes, it will either crash or go down. It depends where are the amount of the contracts. And these are big financial bodies pushing the prices in a certain direction. And this happens. This is something that it's known, and we see it almost every Friday, especially if it's monthly options. So monthly options were last week, but you can see here the next monthly options on the 19th of February. Another thing that happens on Friday is that the shorts are closing. So why are they closing? They're closing because they're afraid to hold the short position over the weekend. So if you're long, right, you're okay, whatever happens, I can hold it for a little while. But when you have a short position, you're always at a larger risk, because if the stock skyrockets, then you can be in a big amount, right? Yeah, Yaki, we're having a little bit of issues with the internet, so I'm sorry about that. Hopefully next time we can do the live stream when I'm at home and I have a better connection. So I'm sorry about that, guys. So what happens is when you do a regular buy, you have a maximum amount that you can lose, right? You can lose your whole position 100%, but when you short a position, you can lose a lot of money. The more it goes up, the more you can lose, right? It's not capped. If the stock goes up 1,000%, then you can lose a lot of money. And this is why a lot of people that are short will close out their positions over the weekend, because a lot of things can happen over the weekend and they're afraid to hold the shorts over the weekend. And then you'll see a real pop also in the last 10-15 minutes, because people are buying in, right? They're closing the short, meaning they're buying stock. So then you'll see a jump. So this is something that happens in the last 15 minutes, and we can look at it when we get more close to the last 15 minutes of the day. Any news on IDEX? IDEX. So I didn't see any news on IDEX. The stock is again consolidating, and let me just take here a little bit of sip of coffee, guys. Sorry. Guys, if you haven't yet liked the live stream, smash the like button. And if you're also new to the tribe and you haven't subscribed, so subscribe to the channel. So I very appreciate it. Like I always say in the videos, we're a multicultural, multinational, multilingual channel. So also to everybody that's in the live stream, hello, shalom, salam, aloha, hola, ciao, konnichiwa, namaste. Let me know if you want any other languages to put in there. This is what I remembered by heart, so this is what you're getting. But that's currently the situation. So IDEX, I didn't see any news. We can look here in the Thinkorswim app to see if there's any news. Let me look. You guys can't see that. It doesn't see that there's any new news about IDEX. The only thing I know about IDEX that it maybe got a little bit more publicity is because Chris Sane, I made the video about it, he talked about it, but I don't know if this caused the price to move or what happened. Let's go to the Wall Street Bets stocks. see what's going on, and see what's going to happen at the end of the day. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen, because my hands are getting tired, guys. I need a stand. I'm going because my hands are getting tired from holding the microphone all the time. So we can see here that there was crazy volume again in these stocks. CCIV, yes, we'll get to CCIV in a second. We'll get to that. You can see here, I mean, usually you don't see spikes like this. There's a merging with the company. Yeah, well, this Oakbit, the merging of the two companies, we talked about it already 2 weeks ago, something like that is happening, and that made the stock move up a little bit. CTRM, yes, Fawad, we'll get to that also soon. Let's to go up and down. So we did SNDL in the beginning, so if you guys later want to watch that, I'll upload it, and we talked I think about 10 minutes about SNDL. So like this, you can see it went from the upper VWAP to the lower VWAP to the upper VWAP to the lower VWAP. I mean, this is really spiking and spiking and spiking, and it doesn't happen like this. This is once, and I want to take like 5 minutes to talk to you guys about something, the psychological part of the whole trading. And I think about making a video about this on the weekend. I just want to take like a few minutes in the chat while that's why I was laughing. So the psychological part, I think this is the hardest part of all trading, of the whole trading experience. And I know that I, as a person, can get a little bit addicted to things, and thankfully I haven't got addicted yet to anything, you know, bad, but I've got addicted a few times, let's say video games or and options trading. I was a little bit addicted to that, and options trading I was doing a lot last year, and there's a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and the highs are a lot less satisfaction. You get a lot less satisfaction from the lows, and this is something that we've had articles and, you know, psychological studies have done this, that when you lose is a lot harder and a lot more affecting you than if you're going to make $1,000. So let's say you make $1,000 and you'll be like, okay, I made $1,000, I want to make now $100,000. But when you lose $1,000, you're like, oh my God, I lost $1,000. What am I going to do now? How am I going to pay my rent? I'm terrible. I don't know what I'm doing. This is how you feel. Okay? So that's something that you need to work on, and you need to be able to put your mind in the right place and not think about it. That's why I always say we can't think about the past. We always have to think about the future. We can't think about the trades that we missed. We have to think about the trades that we got $1,000 in GameStop in October. Then I would have been a millionaire. Yes, okay. But you could have done also a few option trades and had a few successful option trades, and you could have got also the same results. So I mean, it could be to this way and that way. And it's very hard, guys. So that's the first thing. The second thing is patience. I don't know how, I see like how old you guys are. Most of you are between 18 to like 40, I think, something like that, about my age. If you guys don't know, I'm 34 years old. And thank you, Renan. I like you too. And I feel that as the time has gone on, I've become more and more patient, especially since I've had kids. But still, I get an itch all the time, especially with specific stocks. I see AMC is starting to fall. I don't know if this is something that's happening with the whole market. You know what? Let's do a flexible. Actually, on the flexible grid, I don't have the Fibonacci and stuff. We can do the flexible grid. Let's do that. SPY, and then we have AMC, and pull up SNDL and CTRM. Oh, CTRM. Wow. Okay, CTRM is looking really interesting, guys. We'll get to that in a second. So the market actually is down 1.38% today. And do you think that TRX, INUV, looking young? Yeah, Anthony. So like I was saying, I'm 34 years old, and I have already 3 kids, 5, 3, and 8 months. So I think that they made me a lot more patient, and you know, understanding and having more patience is really important as when you're a trader. When I was just starting out, a lot of times I got into certain situations, certain stocks, and I didn't have enough patience to hold them for the long run because I kept seeing that the grass was greener on the next trade, right? So I'll tell you guys, I had NVDA stock when it was like 60, 50, 60. It's like 400 now, right? And and I had a nice position for me at that time. I just finished university. If you don't know, here in Israel, you have to do military service and then you go to university. So by the time I finished university, I did engineering. I was 27. And then that's the only when I started working, really. So I didn't have a lot of money, and what I could invest, I invested. And for me at the time, it was a lot of money, and I put in NVIDIA. And then I kept seeing these other trades that were getting 100%, 500%, 3,000%, and I kept thinking to myself, okay, you know, maybe that's a better trade, right? And in the end, I should have just left my money in NVIDIA, right? I would have made almost 1,000% on it. So you can't be too impatient, but you have to do your research. So that's important. I'm getting a little bit slack about NNDM in the comments. I have to tell you guys that people in Israel have a little bit of animosity to NNDM because the stock was on the stock market in Israel and it went down like 90%. It got destroyed, and they kept doing stock offerings again and again and again. This was the former CEO, and this CEO is doing the same thing. Now, I'm not saying anything about the technology or whatever, what's going to happen, but the fact is that a lot of people here are really angry at NNDM, and they took the stock off the stock market here in Israel. And they said that it was because of a financial situation that they were in, but it cost like $1,000 a year to be registered on the stock market. So that wasn't the reason. I think they just did it because people were getting too angry here. And when you have people angry at you in Israel, so they can come and knock on your door, right? But when you're listed on the NASDAQ and you live in Israel, people aren't going to come from America to knock on Yoav Stern's door, right? So that's the situation. So that's why I keep telling you guys to be careful of NNDM. It's not that I have something against the company. I have a position. I'm up 100%. I want it to continue to go up. But the fact is that people here have a little bit of anger towards NNDM just because a lot of people lost a lot of money. So I didn't lose. I wasn't in the people that lost 90%, but I'm actually up 100%. But I'm just weary because of what happened last time when they were doing all these stock offerings, that I don't want to be too overexposed, and that's why I sold that $5,000 and took profit. So that's the end of NNDM for now on this live stream. Well, currently there was a question here in the chat if I have any aspirations or planning to get a conversation with Yoav Stern. Currently, there's a lockdown in Israel. When the lockdown opens up, I have a plan to start writing to all these companies in Israel and trying to get interviews with them. We'll see if it happens. I hope by the time I hit a nice number of subscribers, we're at an amazing place. I didn't think we'd be at this place currently. Like when I did my plans for the channel, I had a high-end number of 4,000 for this month of subscribers. So that was amazing. I didn't expect that we get to 7,500 at the end of the month, and we might hit 8,000. We have a few more days, so that would be double than what I thought. I don't know if they're going to be that keen to talk to me when I have only 8,000 subscribers, but I'm going to try. I think when we continue to grow, and I have aspirations to get to 1 million subscribers, hopefully one day and beyond, we'll see if that will happen. But once I have that kind of influence, I think they'll be a lot more keen to come and talk with me, either in person or on Zoom. The fact that I can contact them in Hebrew and talk to them about that, so I think that gives me a little bit edge above other YouTubers. So we'll see what happens with that. There's a lot of amazing Israeli companies that are on the NASDAQ and that you guys like and we talk about. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. Now I want to move to CTRM, guys. So let's just go back to the daily chart. If anybody just came on, and I see a lot of people are asking about SNDL. We talked about SNDL at the beginning of the live stream. We'll get to it. CCIV, David, just after CTRM. I'm going to take a little bit of sip of my coffee. This is called Turkish coffee in Israel. If you don't know, it's like black coffee, but it's called Turkish coffee. So this is what I'm drinking. If you were wondering why I have coffee without milk, you can drink it with milk, but it's best to drink like this without milk. So CTRM, went down also. I was happy because it was up like 6-7%. I was talking with the guys in Israel. We have a little like a chain going, right? Talking, and we were saying that I saw that on wallstreetbets that people were saying that CTRM would go to 10. Now, if it goes to 10, so I said that I would be done with the penny stock challenge because I have 11,000 shares, and then it would be worth $110,000 dollars. So we would be done already with the. Yeah, I'm going to get a stand soon, guys. I know I'm not at home. You guys can see I have the window behind me here. I'm at my mother-in-law's house, so as soon as the lockdown finishes, I'll get back home and I'll get back to where I have a stand. But I don't have a real stand at home. I have a few things that are stacked on one another, and then I put the microphone on that. But here, because of just the space in the room, so I can't, to get a good shot, I can't put it on anything. So I moved the microphone down, so you probably didn't hear me. John wrote in the comment section that I should look at the coffee, and see if I can do like divination and see what stock is going to go up on Monday. So I'll get a stand. Don't worry about my hands, guys. I know it's kind of hurting currently, but I'll get a stand. I'm going to try to get all my stuff, and my wife's been telling me that we need to move to a bigger apartment so I can get a specific room and make it nice and have like a studio. So I'll see about that. We'll see how much we grow till then. I have until a few months to go on my lease. So let's go back to CTRM. Enough with the chit chat, guys. Come on. No, this is the bias OS. This is the chance if you guys have any questions to me, like about technical analysis or something like that. So we can do it now if you want, and there's another 20 minutes until the market close. So write me now in the comment section, and we'll see what's going. If you guys want to know anything about something specific, not a specific stock, but something like technical analysis that I talk about, and you guys wanna know, so now's a good time. So CTRM, like I said, it got all the hype yesterday and the day before, today and the day before, and also the day before that. And we're in an area. You know what, guys? I'm going to do this now live. Let's redraw the Fibonacci. Let's take this day because it's already too far out. Here we go. So now we have new Fibonacci levels. So about the Discord, I'm going to update you guys in a few days about the Discord and what's going to happen with that. So that's going to be in the next day or two. I'm going to sit on it tomorrow and finalize everything that has to do with the Discord. So watch out for the news about that either on Sunday or on Monday. So you focus on the. So Mandy asked here, do you focus on the daily stats or weekly stats for RSI and etc.? So I look at the daily stats. You can see here I'm on the daily chart. Some people that do day trading will look at the daily stats and then they'll look at the 1 minute or 5 minute. 1 minute is a little bit too much fluctuation, but if they do, I think, 5 or 15 minute candles, then they can look at the RSI and the MACD and the stochastical. But I don't do day trades on stocks. When I was doing it, I was doing options when I was day trading, which is super dangerous, guys. You can either make 1,000 or lose 100,000. So, but I don't do currently day trading with stocks. So be careful, Robinhood. Let's talk about CCIV next, guys. So CCIV. So I said a few times in the videos about CCIV, buy the rumor, sell the news. And this is what's happening, guys. We're up 2.6% on CCIV, but we don't know anything. So this is just speculation. I mean, this is the most speculative you can get about a stock. And this is why I took profit on CCIV. Actually, there's a good question here, so I want to stop. Actually, two. So Mandy said thank you, and then what platform do you use to study your charts? Thinkorswim. That's the answer to that. I use this. I have an account with TD Ameritrade, and I use Thinkorswim. And Avi, is selling covered calls dangerous? So that's a great question by Joe. Covered calls. So we'll get to CCIV in 1 second. So covered calls is an interesting strategy. I've done it a few times, and I've done it, let's say, 8 times out of 10. It's successful, meaning that I end up making the whole premium. So what exactly is covered calls? For people who don't know, you can, if you have shares of a stock, you can sell one contract of that specific stock for every 100 shares that you have, and you collect a premium from those contracts. If the stock price finishes out of the money, meaning it finishes lower than that price that you sold the contracts at, then you receive the whole premium and you make money off of it. So what happens is the worst case scenario with covered calls, okay, is that if the stock price goes over your strike price, let's say you put a strike price of 60, right? And then the stock goes all the way up to 65 at expiration. So you have to sell your shares at 60 and you lose out on the gain from 60 to 65. Okay, so that's the maximum loss that you can have. So when you're doing covered calls, the worst case scenario is that you lose the rally that happens from above the strike price, right? So you have to think about with yourself, okay, let's say I have NEO shares. Do I think that NEO is going to get above 70 in the next week or month or whatever? So you say, okay, I think it's going to get to 70? No. Okay, so I'll sell the strike price at 70. Am I willing to release my shares at 70? Yes, that's enough profit for me? Then great. So even if you have to sell your shares at 70, the worst case scenario is that you lose out on the extra profits from after 70. But in most scenarios, it won't go up that much and you already made a lot of money and you get to keep the premium. So I really like covered calls. I've done it a few times and especially before earnings. They're great because before earnings, the premiums are a lot higher and then you can make more money. So that's like covered calls 101 because someone asked about it. So back to CCIV. Let me just take another sip of coffee, guys. Oh. So do you see me, guys? Good. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. CCIV. When I bought in, the reasoning I bought in for CCIV was around 14, and my thinking back then was with CCIV that if this happens and Lucid does merge with CCIV, then we're going to have an amazing company, right? And we're going to get in at the bottom floor of it, and it could go great and go amazing. And worst case scenario, I get back to $10 and I go to the SPAC, the merge doesn't happen, and goodbye. When it was at 27, it seemed to me that it was a little bit too high. And I said to myself, okay, I think it's time to start taking profits, because at the beginning, I thought that this position could go up 100% to 30, but then I was thinking that 30 before the merger happens, meaning that when we already knew the news, I thought it would get to maximum 30. So it almost got to 30 without any news, only on rumor. So that is why I sold part of my position. I didn't sell the whole thing. I'm still holding part of it. Just to ride the wave. If the merger does happen, then I still have a nice amount of shares and I can still make a nice amount of money. But I just felt that it was getting a little bit too long of a time without any news about it. And I don't know why they're doing this or what's happening, but the amount of videos also have declined. When it started, there was many videos about it and it kept going down and down and down. Guys, so let's take a look and see what's going on with the GameStop. We didn't talk about GameStop today. GameStop, it looks like it's going up towards the end of the day. This is very interesting. It had here a low of 250. Again, the stock is also very volatile. I want to see what's going to happen the last 10 minutes with all these yes, CCIV could go up to 50, but I just felt that it was getting a little bit too risky for me, that position. It became a lot of money, okay, when it doubled, so almost doubled. So I just felt yeah, I know, guys, I know that it has huge potential, but for me, the position was just getting a little bit too big for just a rumor. We talked about CTRM like 5 minutes ago. We can talk about it at the end, about SNDL and CTRM again at the end, for anybody who missed it. I just wanted to talk about GameStop a little bit. This situation with GameStop, I know that people are saying holding, right? I wonder what's going to happen, guys, when this war is over. Will these people continue to hold the GameStop, or will they start selling out, and then like the little people that that are not part of the movement but came up for the ride, are they the people that are going to get hurt the most? So I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm all for the movement. It's just scary to me for even if there's tribe members that that are getting in with big positions, and then they're going to be really sorry after when all the dust is cleared. So I just want to look out for you guys. I'm not like against anything. I just want to make sure that you guys know the risk that on Monday, once all these shorts are closing out at the last 10 minutes soon, that something could happen. And we saw yesterday dropping 50%, and we saw it in the middle of trading and dropping 50%. So I just want to look out for you guys. That's it. Let's go back to SNDL because a lot of you guys wanted us to talk about it, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. So at the beginning of the stream, I updated whoever was on the stream that I was currently, I grew my position a little bit in SNDL. And now I have like 3,500 in SNDL, and it's going to be part of the penny stock challenge because it's money that was from stocks that were in the penny stock challenge. So this is, I got a skin in the game now, and it's also in the challenge. So that's the situation with that. We had today the offering that I thought that affected the stock price, and I think without the offering we would have been up 10-15% today, guys. But that's the situation that we came out with offering, and I can understand why management is doing this. Think about it. Like 4 days ago, the stock was at 0.5, right? And now it's almost, we were over $1. And I bet they were like sitting at their homes and thinking, oh my God, we won't have to do a reverse split. This is amazing. This is amazing. And then the Robinhood, thing happened. So now they're probably a little bit sadder, but they're a lot closer. And SNDL is climbing here, guys. We're almost at 0%. We're almost in the green, guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And you can see it happens here. We were able to break this area, to try to break 1-2 times, and then the third time it was able to break, and now it's going up. This is very nice to see this breakout. We're going to see here the last 5 minutes what's going to happen. Someone asked here, is for sure it's going to fall on Monday? No, not for sure. Not for sure anything. We don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of factors that could affect this whole thing from now until Monday morning. Things could change. Robinhood could do this person could do that. We don't know what's going to happen over the weekend. That's why shorts usually will close their position over the weekend, unless they have long-term aspirations and they're up a lot, right? They won't hold it over the weekend. They'll be afraid to hold. Yes, SENS actually. Let's look quickly at SENS because I was hoping that SENS would get a nice push, and because it's so shorted, and I feel that as soon as all these shorts, and I don't know why it's so shorted, right? But as soon as SENS the float will be reduced and there'll be a lot less shorts, I think this stock can fly. I don't know why it's so shorted. People are so against it. I don't know. Is it because of the FDA approval postponement for for their device. I don't know, but it's so short. I was really surprised, guys, when I saw that it was one of the most shorted stocks on the market. I was really surprised. SOS, you guys are writing a lot. SOS Limited. So actually, guys, I don't know this stock, but I see that it's up 30%. So interesting. Let's see. I want to see just for like an educational point. I want to see what's going to happen in GameStop the last 5 minutes, because I want to see what's going to happen with the price movements. Is it going to get stopped? What's going to happen? Is there going to be huge price movement in the last few minutes? Because I want to see what's going to happen here with the shorts. Are they going to start closing out, or what's going to happen? So let's see. We have 3 more minutes till the market close. AMC needs to stay above $9 in order for the hedge funds to buy back their premiums. Okay, interesting. Let's see AMC also. Let's go to the flexible grid, and we'll do here AMC. Get the daily chart. GIVO. No, I didn't talk about GIVO. I forgot totally about GIVO. We had talked about so many things. I think we could talk for like 2 hours, guys, next time maybe. I talk about so many stocks, guys, that sometimes I get mixed up from the ticker symbols and what's going on with the company. And I forget about specific things. So let's just see the last few minutes. What's going to happen here? Is it going to push? So it's gonna for sure stay above $9, Michael, or is it Michael? In order. TEL. I think TEL went up today, if I'm not mistaken. TEL. Yeah, it's up 7.39%. TEL. It looks good, guys. It's above the 299 area. Let me move my screen for 1 second. I have 2 computers. Yeah, it's looking good. Hopefully it can finish over 3. There's another 60 seconds. I think it will be able to finish over 3. Guys, there's a lot less movement than what I thought. The volume is going up, but I really thought that it was going to fly to the moon on the last minute, but I'm mistaken. It seems that shorts aren't closing their position on these stocks. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen Monday morning and on Monday pre-market, to see what's going to happen with these 2 stocks, AMC and GameStop. But you can see here the total S&P 500 is down today 1.86. Hopefully your portfolio isn't down in the same amount. I think mine is in green, or it wasn't green, but actually a lot of them. Whoa, see everybody, look, see this drop. This is an S&P 500. This is probably from options, because of the options. You see that huge movement that just happened down is probably because financial bodies were pushing the price in a specific area for the options to close. And now the price that is after, we have 15 more minutes until the SPY options will close. So there's an extra 15 minutes on the SPY contracts. So that will be interesting to see what happens with that. But we didn't have the action that I thought that was going to happen with AMC and GME. So very interesting. I thought that it was going to be a lot more volatile. Okay, guys, we've done 1 full hour. I think it went okay. You had some great questions. The internet wasn't great. Hopefully next time we have a better connection. And next time we'll talk about different things. I hope that it was interesting for you guys and you found it educational. And I talked about a few things. The mental aspect, I talked about covered calls. We could make just specific videos for each of those things. Maybe tomorrow or on the weekend. I like to do on the weekend a little bit videos that or less stock specific and more like general, just because over the weekend there's a lot less stuff to talk about. Like there's not specific stocks, there's not a lot of news about stocks that happen, and you don't have the trading. So let's just finish up. So SNDL went down 1.21%. That's not bad considering that we had the stock offering today. And CTRM finished up 1.62%. I wish it would have finished at 0.7, but a green day is still okay, guys. So ALY stock, I don't really know that stock. I don't know all the stocks, guys. We can't cover all the stocks today. So let's leave some stocks for next time, and I think I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll start making the videos. Yeah, I'm going to work on it on this weekend. Kusiman. I'm sorry, but in Hebrew that name sounds dirty, so it's hard for me to say. I'm sorry if I'm really butchering the name. Okay, guys, so I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to take a break, and then I'll start making videos about everything that happened. Shalom, salam, goodbye everybody, and I'm going to sign off here. So I'll see you next time, and like I always say, let's make some money.